Sejahtera. My name is Intan Baiduri binti Muhammad Zaini. I would like to present about the CSR. What is the meaning of CSR? CSR means Corporation Initiative to assess and take responsibility for the company effect on environmental and social well-being. The term generally applies to effort that go beyond that may be required by regulators or environmental protection groups. CSR also depend on the country where company operates. This distinction are particularly relevant for MNC operating in emerging markets where government, civil society, media and NGO are demanding MNC to have more proactive to solve their big local issues. There were four main of CSR, which are environmental effort, philanthropy, ethical labor practices, and volunteering. Environmental effort. Businesses, regardless of size of have a large action carbon footprint. Any steps they can take to reduce those footprints are considered both good for company and society as a whole. Philanthropy means that donate to national and local charities. Businesses have lots of resources that can benefit charities and local community programs. While ethical labor practice by treating employees fairly and ethically. Companies can also demonstrate their CSR. Lastly, volunteer. By doing good things without expecting anything in return, companies are able to express their concern for specific issues and support for certain organizations. Next, I will present about the literature review. There were three means in CSR, which are stakeholder theory, trusteeship management, and social responsiveness. Private managers are considered as agents in the hands of their stakeholders, and so their focus is the profit. If they decide to allocate part of the profit to face social issues, then he is doing something not requested by the rule and is deciding on behalf of his stakeholders on how to spend their money. Business should be considered nurturing ethical norms, and companies have a defensive approach to any external attack coming from NGO or civil society. Application of CSR in developing and emerging countries. There were 4 points, which are instead of big MNC, they will be less formalized if applied by local companies. It is also focused just on some main issues coming from local contexts. They were also made by many philanthropic programs based on religion. By EC or Vice's approach, there were 3 approaches. First approach, possibility for companies to improve the capacity buildings of local NGO in order to let them improve the context. Second approach, to improve specific area of the context with common program. Local companies need a common effort. And last approach, which is third approach, to improve each one on its own side the context. Local governments, NGO and MNC work together on common issues. It based on tri-sector partnership. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, next I will present about research methodology. First of all, I will say that this research have divided to 2 parts. The first one is understanding the existing of activity of corporate community investment in ECI by MNC, and second one is the investigating 5 case study in order to define a model of possible strategy to be adopted by MNC in ES. For the first part, they are using the online survey, which means the questionnaire. This questionnaire have been distributed to 100 companies from Global Fortune 500. Among the 100 companies, only 25 companies submitted back. For the second part, they are using the same data, but this second part, they are based on they are selected and study only 5 companies from the five company who has answered the questionnaire. The company is, the first one is Anglo American, second one is the Hyundai Motor, third one is the Nestle, fourth one is AV, fifth one is the Novartis. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Okay, my name is Islam Lisa Izani Kamuddin and I will proceed with the findings of this research. So, in this finding of this research, the first findings is that all multinational companies involved declared the realized program to improve social condition of local communities. So this project is mainly selected by local office together with the corporate head office after a socio-environmental impact assessment. So the second point is the adoption by many multinational companies of a partnership-based approach. So this is to create the strongest result on communities, but at the same time, they want to keep control on results on their program. So the third one is the trend to continue on the activities. So basically, this is the link, the activities with the core businesses. So they must follow this link to make sure they follow the core businesses. So in this research, there are two variables that we have found out, which is the first one is the internal focus of CSR, and the second is the external perception of the company. So basically, in this research, we have found out that if we combine between these two variables, the analysis produced the license to operate. So basically, this strategy typically adopted by those companies whose business have high negative socio-environmental impacts and communities are critical. The second point is the social acceptance. In this case, companies have great need of improving their local reputation. And the third one is pre-marketing building. In this case, companies have a positive reputation and all CSR activities may allow them to enter the new markets. And the last strategy is the creation of shared value. So the companies create the programs towards the local communities in order to have a double positive impact. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, last but not least, the conclusion. What that we can conclude is that even though the company are not a political element, but they are categorized by other element, which is a social element, without losing the business perspective, the company can use their operation to generate a positive impact on people near them, and will make sure that they have a sustainable business for the future. That's all from our group. Thank you.